But something else that's coming back, another spin-off of a project, of course, was Rings of Power. And for Amazon, it didn't do that well. I mean, it did okay. It did okay. But I know that and make so much. This was the biggest one they ever spent, like any kind of project. They spent the most money on buying it, putting it out there, making it, and then it didn't do so well. But I mean, apparently that Amazon had bigger problems because they were being sued. Amazon was being sued. The Tolkien franchise, the estate was being sued. A big thing was going down, and this lawsuit just ended, and it ended with Amazon winning. So this is, I heard this and I laughed a little bit because an author, and this author's name is Demetrius Polishirin. I had it earlier. Polishirin, whatever his name is, Demetrius. Demetrius came forward. He wrote some fan fiction book called Fellowship of the King, and it was following the Lord of the Rings franchise. He said it was a perfect sequel coming forward, and he made a lot of money off this, put it out there. But then he decided to sue Amazon because that Amazon and the Lord of the Rings, the whole Tolkien estate, stole his idea for the Rings of Power, and so they owed him $250 million. That's what he said. So he put this forward, and of course, he lost. He lost. And now the judge actually said he has to pay $134,000 for the court fees. Of course, he's going to pay Amazon's court fees. But on top of that, he has been forced to pull all of his content. That's every book he wrote, every letter he has, everything, every sequel idea, all of that is being taken away. He can't release anything else from Lord of the Rings. He has a permanent injunction placed against him that prevents Polishirin from doing any of this anymore. He actually had to sign something that said he would never do it again under perjury of law. And so everything he made from this is gone, and it's a big win for Amazon. It's a big win for the Tolkien franchise, or I should say the estate too, because it's a win being like, you can't just write fan fiction and make money off the name if you're not actually the estate. And for Amazon, it's a big win. A waste of time if you ask me, but I'm also like, how do you even make a fan fiction thing and then try to sue them after you made fan fiction? I mean, people do fan fiction online all the time on YouTube. They have fun, but like to sue the actual company being like, you stole my idea. Now if it was like verbatim, I mean, maybe, but you're also stealing their idea. To me, it's like a crack-wise thing. You're already making money, man, off their IP-ness. Leave it be. You already got the IP-ness. It's in your pocket. You own it. You made money. Leave him be. But he didn't care. And so anyway, so now he's losing money. Now he's like trying to tell the judge, I should have to pay this. He's like, fuck you. You're going to pay it. So honestly, I think that Polishirin, man, you fucked up, I think. You fought Amazon and you lost. Don't fight the law because the law's going to win.
And he found out.
He found out. He found out big time. You don't fuck around with anybody that loves Lord of the Rings or people that are behind it. But
you don't fuck around with Amazon, who makes bazillions of dollars. That's who you don't fuck around with. What lawyer are you going to get that's going to be better than a lawyer that Jeff Bezos can secure? I mean, are you kidding?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, and he registered as fan fiction too.
Stupid, yeah.
It seems like stuck on stupid. Sabrina, though, what do you think? Do you think that he should have just like not said anything? Do you think that it was maybe too harsh of a judgment, taking away all of his all of his books, pulling from shelves, everything, or do you think that it just made sense based off the circumstance that he put himself into?
I mean, I can see it from both sides. If I was writing I would never do that. But if a person was writing fan fiction about something, I can barely write a check these days. Like, I'm very busy. So if I was doing that, or anyone was doing that, and you came up with a storyline that was then very similarly made into a TV show, like, I wouldn't be thrilled about that. And like, I get what you're saying. Like, it's not your IP-ness to fuck with. However, if it is similar enough, like, that's not fucking cool. But on the other side, like, obviously Amazon's going to win. You're not going to beat Amazon. Like, that's ridiculously stupid. So I don't really know. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I could give 95,000 fucks less. Okay. Like, literally 0 fucks can be given on this fucking topic for me personally. I think that, the entire, franchise was, fine. I had watched stupid, like, 14 hours of it, like, the first time, like, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good on that. Like, I fell asleep 15 times. It's just not my thing, but I can agree that the first 3 movies were good. Like, they were good. They were well acted. They were well written. Like that, what's his name? Andy Serkis did a great fucking job. Like,
he's awesome.
There was a lot of, intention behind it. But I watched a few episodes of this Rings of Power, and I literally wanted to throw something at the TV. That's how much I did not want to watch it. It was so bad, in my opinion. And also, it was like 94 episodes of nothing, and then all of a sudden,
shit,
let's do all the things. It's like so many shows do that, but it's really fucking annoying. Yes, Edward Hyde. Somebody, some person who writes fan fiction apparently wanted to take credit for it, and then wound up somehow being stupid enough.
Demetrius Palasiren.
Yeah, that guy. Stupid enough to try to take Amazon to court and miserably lost. And not only lost, but now has to pay a shit ton of money.
$250 million he came after them for. Like,
Right,
$250
but he has to pay
million.
$135,000. Like, what kind of person is like, oh yeah, sure, no problem, I'll write that check. Like, what?
Yeah, and he was telling the judge, like, I fucked up, so like maybe you should just like maybe have them just pay it. And then he's like, the judge is like, Judge Stephen V. Wilson was like, no. This was in the LA court, this went down. So District of California. But I mean, honestly, I'm just like, I get it. Like, it does seem harsh. It does seem harsh, but still, like,
yeah, it really seems super harsh. And I'd like to see the stories or like whatever he wrote that he thinks.
Yeah.
Actually, I wouldn't, because I can't. I
no
can't
one's
even
gonna
watch
see
the
now the
fucking
Fellowship of
show.
the King.
Like, go fuck yourself. I can't. I just can't.
I'd say
the copyright for Lord of the Rings has long expired. So he writes fan fiction. He's got a copyright. And guess what? This judge's the court fees, yeah, that'll stand up. But pulling his books and shit off the shelves, that'll get ejected, and the judge will get sued for being an idiot.
Do you think he's going to be countersued, GR? Or do you think he's doing an appeal, GR? Do you think he'll appeal the whole case?
He'll appeal that and win big time. Not the court fees. He lost the case. The judgment of pulling his books, that's what he can appeal and will win hands down.
Don't go down to Goblin Town, that's what Mike says. But yeah, GR, but do you think that he has a right to keep fighting this fight? Do you think that you can actually beat Jeff Bezos in this fight?
No, that was, as I said, stuck on stupid move. I mean, come on. You're not going to beat him, but he has to pay the court fees. That's he lost. He was stupid enough to take a shot, and he lost.
Mm-hmm.
But the judgment, that'll get overturned in 86th, and he'll be making money off his books. And that's all he cares about.
Yeah, that's what he was trying to do, is make money off his books. Rachel, what do you think? I mean, we're kind of torn, but I agree with GR too a lot of times too. It's like, it's pretty harsh. And again, he'll appeal, like that is his livelihood. But do you think that this whole thing was his own fault? That maybe Demetrius should have just like left it be and just kept making his fan fiction? Because he had sequels and prequels and a bunch of stuff that he has written. He had another book coming out soon too. Do you think this is too harsh?
I think if the estate wasn't coming after him for copyright violation, he should have just stayed quiet and kept taking the money. I don't think the copyright is expired. Copyright law has gotten really weird and muddled and like really extended way far past where it should be. Disney has a lot to do with that, but that's another conversation. So I'm not sure exactly when Lord of the Rings becomes public domain. I don't think it is yet. So he should just stayed quiet, kept on his own business. I can't imagine having the audacity to sue Amazon for something like that.
Right?
So,
the balls
he
on
kind of dug his own grave. So,
yeah.
kind of sucks to suck. You fucked around, you found out.
It's shocking. It's shocking to me. I'm like,
Also,
how do you do that?
It's really hard. It's really hard to prove something like that. It is really fucking hard to prove something like that. Like you remember the whole scandal about The Shape of Water? Like that, these sons, like their father passed away, and like they found like this manuscript and like it basically was like the same kind of thing.
That's
and,
right.
Like, they had the manuscript and went to court, and 100% they were like, "Yep, Guillermo del Toro's fine, totally his story, not yours. Everything's cool." Like, so I don't see a world where like, unless it is like a word for word situation. I mean, even with like like parodying something, it has to be like 10% different. Like, it's really hard to prove something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't see. It just seems like the wrong battle to fight, in my personal opinion.
And you're making money. You're doing well, Demetrius, and you were doing very well. And then you just kind of shot yourself in the foot, I would think, quite a bit. So honestly, I hope that he's able to have a
part
leg.
of the anatomy.
Yeah, shot himself. You're right, GR. Right.
The dill
Yes.
That'll work.
Right.
Right the other side of it.
But honestly, this happened. There might be an appeal, but Demetrius lost his case. Now he has to stop making any kind of fan fiction, and it's a big win for Amazon because, as Deadline was saying too, it's like this could actually be something that they can use in court again to fight other fan fiction people from trying to use their work moving forward. And it might open up the doors for that, or it might open up the doors for a big appeal where they go after Amazon again. We'll have to wait and see. But if you got fan fiction from Lord of the Rings, be careful. Don't mess with Bezos, because that rocket penis is very powerful.
Yo, player, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pep Star needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.